everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. So, a couple of things before I get going on today's super cute little card. If you do not have somebody sending you a copy of the new upcoming January to June mini catalog and the celebration catalog, then let me know. If you're in the US, I'd be happy to send you one. If you purchased from me in November, then yours is already in the mail. They went in the mail today. Today is Monday. Along with your thank you gifts and your VIP video projects. I do need to tell you that if you follow my channel, you know that we've been without heat for a while and the furnace guy was here. My husband worked from home today. So while your projects are in the mail, I haven't filmed them yet. So you may get them. Hopefully I can get a bunch of stuff filmed. It's getting kind of late and you know, it's winter, so it gets dark super early. So I'm going to try to film a few things and get them. So if I know some of you got your tracking today, well, because you're like, what is this? Because usually you get your information that says, here's your projects, and then you get your tracking. That didn't happen because I haven't filmed your projects yet, but I will get them. So just hang on to that. So the rest of you, your catalogs will go out. If you've purchased anything from me since June of this year, then you automatically get one. If you haven't, and especially if you've just taken a class and you haven't purchased online, because I pull my addresses from the website, then make sure you let me know so I have you on that list. Then on Wednesday, December 8th, we have free shipping for one day only on orders over $50. So make sure you're on my email list. I've already sent one email out about that, but I will send one tomorrow and then on the actual day. Well, I don't know when this is going to post. This video will probably post on Tuesday. So there is all that. Then the card I'm going to do today is from a little sneak peek from this catalog. So I am going to use the Artfully Layered bundle. Whenever I say these, I go by the name on the stamp set because I can't open the catalog. The bundles sometimes aren't named that. I got this because I love the dies, and I am going to use a couple of the dies on this. Here's the ones I'm not using. Well, and there's another one. I'm not using this one here because I couldn't get them all on one card. So also I have opened registration for my Triad class. It's my most popular class that I offer. I offer it with every new catalog. I opened it on Friday and it's already about a third of the way full. So if it doesn't fill before the registration deadline, that is January 1st. But I have a feeling it's going to fill up before then. So with my Triad class, we do 10 projects together. It's online, and you get all the new ribbon. Every card has new ribbons, new embellishments, new papers, some new dies, some new die cuts. I will be using some of the die cuts on one of the cards. So it's all done for you. There's no actual stamping unless you add sentiments, because we do use the paper and have that work for you. So here's the bundle. That will be new, and I'm going to show you a new die too. The stuff I've kind of mixed and matched in this card to make it work. So I just have this tiny little piece of white paper here because like I said, I do want to use this super fun piece of designer series paper that goes with the bundle. So we're going to use that. So let's stamp first. So I'm going to use this really pretty leaf, and I'm going to do it in mint. So just ink this up. This card goes together super fast. And this is kind of a background, so I'm inking it upside down because it doesn't really matter, because it's going to just kind of be the back of our stamp or our image. So we have that. It's distinctive, and if I took more time to ink it nicely, it would be beautiful. It still is beautiful, but it doesn't have to be perfect for this one. Then I'm going to use Bumblebee. I like the colors on this card. That's part of what draws me to the paper. Well, and I like leaves. So there's that too. So I haven't put my stickers on my paper, so I'm going to do Bumblebee, and then I'm just kind of mimicking the paper, and you can see that it's got words back there too. I don't want them to be super bright, so I'm just going to kind of huff and get it to come off and just kind of add it. So you can see it's kind of the same way on here, where it's kind of, there's some Bumblebee and then there's some gaps. So just do it till it comes off. So I've done that. And then there are some sentiments, and I'm going to use Bermuda Bay for that. And I went with with the happy birthday saying. It says happiest birthday wishes. There are some fun sentiments in this one. Oh, we always need birthday cards. So I have that. Now I'm gonna do some dies. So first we'll die cut on my machine over here. So it has some fun dies. So this one is not really a die as much as it just some cuts. And you can see it's gonna just add some texture to our paper. So I'm gonna add that one on here. And then I have some evergreen cardstock and I'm gonna do some leaves. And you can see they look like these leaves on the paper. So put those on, whoops. Put those through. Well, I knocked them off, didn't I? And these both just take one pass. Nothing fancy about them, just one roll through. But look how fun these little lines are. They just add some great texture to the paper. You might see them better if you didn't stamp it, but I wanted to stamp it, so it just adds that fun texture. And then this just falls out and makes a mess. You don't have to do it like that, but look how fun that is. Super easy. So I'm going to take these off. And then I'm going to use, it doesn't even go with the suite. I have two fun things that do not go with the suite. This is the Hive 3D embossing folder, and it is new. And I cut my paper 4 by 6, just so we can do something fun with it. So that fits perfect in here. And then you do need your gray plate. One of the things I am filming this week is my how-to on the some how-tos for your cut emboss. So put that through. So you can see it does 2 different ways. So I mean, obviously it's a beehive. So see how fun that is that direction. And then this way, it's much more hexagons. And the reason I did it 4 by 6 because I do love this side of the paper. So I'm just gonna fold this over because when it has the embossing, it folds really nicely. So we'll be able to use both sides and see both sides. Now we just have to stick this card together and we're done. I told you it was easy. Super quick, super easy. So fold this in half. This is just jade. I just went with a bunch of greens. I don't even know if they're the greens that are in the paper, but they all looked like they kind of matched. So I'm gonna lay this on here so I know about how far to fold it. And then just kind of fold this over a little bit. So it's just the right size. It doesn't have to be perfect. So flip this over. Now I want it to keep that dimension. So I'm gonna show you a little trick. You can take your dimensionals, and if you have the skinny one, see it has this whole strip right here. I'm just gonna use that. So I'm just gonna cut it down the edge of this and open this back up. And tear off one end. There's no sense in wasting all of this, and this will kind of keep it held up, and it'll have a little bit more dimension to it than it would if you just, because if you just put one dimensional at the top and one at the bottom, it'll still smash because that paper's gone through the, once it's gone through this, it has much more of a linen paper feel to it and it'll smash. So now just kind of roll this back over on itself and it'll keep it nice and lifted up like that. So let's add this onto our cardstock, or our card base. And I have like 3 of these sitting here because I can tell they're all about ready to run out. So we'll see if we can get through all of them. I'm gonna take this, and right here where the seam is, I'm gonna roll that there. And then this is out of the annual catalog, and it's our jade gold ribbon. And if those of you, it was my thank you gift with purchase, maybe a special purchase in November, because I know I sent a bunch of them out. So I know a lot of you already have it. And look how fun it is with this paper. So trim this off. You won't have to tie a bow if you do your ribbon like this. I did my Christmas cards where I did this, And while it does save a little bit of ribbon, it kind of takes longer. Afterwards, I thought it would have been faster to just tie all these things on here. And just add this. So see, now you can't smash that down. It's going to keep that little bit of height to that. And we need one more dimensional for this. There was enough left on that I could kind of raise that up. And then my other one, I put the saying over here because it had one of these leaves and it was right here, and the whole thing was going to get covered up. So you can kind of decide according, I don't want to cover, see if I put it here, I'm going to lose that whole Bermuda one. So on this one, I'm going to go back over here. And I'll show you what I mean on my other card, because just like this is going to get all covered up, I was going to lose this whole leaf on my other one. And take my little die cut. And again, you can just put it however it works best on each individual card according to the paper. Stick that there. And then for the embellishment, because like in my Try It class, every card will have a new paper, and I try to get as many of the new papers on as possible, and a new ribbon and a new embellishment. But sometimes they don't all have, like all the papers don't have a new embellishment. And these don't go, like the Bumblebee folder did not go with this suite, and these do not go with the suite. And they don't go with the Bumblebee either, but they're hexagons, and they are also, I don't know that this is jade. Does it say the colors? I didn't look. I didn't look on anything. I just looked to see what matched. But look, when you're not making this Bumblebee hive, then it just becomes hexagons. And so these are come in the 3 different colors, and you could use black because this evergreen on here is really dark. So you could use black. You could really even use the pink, because it looks pretty with this card, but I'm going to go with the green just to kind of keep that green theme going here. And there's 3 sizes. So I'm going to start with my biggest one. And you can just put them wherever they fit. Again, every time you stamp it and you add this, everything's going to be a tad bit different. That would be my cat. She's crying because she needs attention. So there you go. So here's this one. And then here's the other one I did. So same card. But see, on this one, if I put this here, I was going to lose that whole entire olive leaf. And on this one, if I put it here, I was going to lose that whole Bermuda Bay. So sometimes your paper can kind of help determine where you want to put something on top of your card. It does not have to go in the same spot every time. I give you permission to put it wherever you want. So there you go. There's some new product coming your way this January. So if you're interested in my Try It Club, make sure you're on my email list. It will probably be in almost every email between now and the time that the class fills. So it's a super fun class. I know you'll enjoy it. Everybody have a great day, and I'll catch you back here later. Bye.